So we have a short week this week because Sarah and I are headed to Whitefish, Montana for a few days of skiing and boarding, which we're both definitely looking forward to. So with the little time I have, I thought it would be cool to bring everyone up to date with everything that's going on here at the channel this year. As you know, it's been a long winter, and I took some time off last month to catch up on some stuff, but we're coming up quickly on spring, and the off-season dust is beginning to settle. First off, I'd like to share with you the people who are playing major roles in supporting the Shredist this season. Firstly, I'd like to thank my patrons on Patreon. You guys have been super helpful and supportive this last year and helped fund all the projects that we've done. If you haven't yet and you feel like directly supporting the channel, head on over to patreon.com/Shredist to be a part of our little community there. I'm excited to announce that through the 2021 season, I'll be working closely with Polygon Bikes again. They treated me super well last year, and with Polygon, I'll also be working with their distributor Bikes Online. If you ever want to check their stuff out, I'll have affiliate links in all my video descriptions. Using that link will help fund things on the channel like trail building materials, tools, dog treats, you name it. It's a massive help to me and the channel. Also, this year we'll be working closely with Dirt Gloves. I'm super excited about this because they're taking orders on a new glove that yours truly got to design. Their sketchy winter glove is the first piece of mountain bike apparel that I was able to design and send to market. So please show some support. Head over to their site and use my code Shredist20 to get 20% off of an order of these awesome, rad, warm winter gloves, as well as other products on their store. And to help keep the mud away, I'll be working with DialedMTB, who will be handling the new Shredist mudguards arriving later this spring. Now, to what's happening this year on the channel. I've been getting some inquiries about the van, Scruffy, which is one of our main ongoing projects for the year. Right now, there are two things to overcome with it, and one is the weather. We've been nailed with some Arctic air the past little bit, making it miserable outside. I'll be doing all the work outdoors, so wrenching on cold metal in 12-degree weather isn't exactly ideal. But the other more pressing thing is we're just waiting for parts to arrive. I have insulation on order, which is taking about 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, and that's kind of our next step on the interior. I've been waiting to start on another very fun part of the project, and only very recently did I get everything together to do so. So after our trip to Whitefish is done, we'll be diving into that portion, which I can't wait for. And now to a question I get asked a lot. Where are the trail builds? Well, we're definitely not done. We actually have plenty of work to do. Last year was actually my first year making any kind of trail features, so it was a learning experience and you guys were along for the ride. One thing that my inexperience really faltered at, and I didn't realize until later, was my overall lack of mapping out trails. When we got the property almost 2 years ago now, I was like a kid playing with something shiny and new. No real plan, just wanted to start building some rad features. So we built a super janky plank jump, then an adjustable drop, which was awesome, and a whale tail and a skinny rock garden. These are all awesome and fun, but I need to find out how to link these things all together. Been taking the off season to formulate a rough trail map of new features, as well as improving and linking existing features into the bigger picture. So how about we go on a little tour? Starting with the familiar, our already existing features are gonna get some love in our first trail name on the property. Our expert jump trail that we worked on so hard last year is full of planks to walk and whales, so to stick with the theme, we're gonna name this trail Man Overboard. I learned a ton this past year, and one thing in particular is that trail building is super hard work and takes a massive amount of time, and Moby's deck was no exception. I had to break it into 2 different weeks, and even after all that hard work, I've never been happy with the landing or the ramp that I made up to it. Actually, this was my first wooden ramp I've ever made, and after I built it, I knew it was too steep, but hey, we had a video to finish. We're gonna fix this up proper with a ramp that's a little bit less steep, that way we can get a larger amount of speed over the feature that I've always wanted. And I wanna make a proper dirt landing for it too. Then there's the jank plank, and man, it's pretty sketchy. It definitely lives up to the name. I'm leaving it as is for now, but we might do a little bit to it in the future to make it a little more fun to session rather than something that's dreadful to hit. One big list item for this year, we need an entrance structure to get us up to speed to hit these trails. The structure will be situated at the highest part of our property and will drop us into 3 main trails, Man Overboard and 2 new ones. Off to the left will be something brand new and take us into a different part of the property that you guys haven't even seen yet. We'll be staying to the left of Man Overboard, hanging high through this brush, dropping over not 1 but 2 driveways, finally bringing us down into this new but dense part of the property. It's going to take some effort to clear the brush and undergrowth, but once we do, we'll have some pretty good wide open space for jumps and features here. Walking further down, we get to another new area, which is down on the flats. There's no real elevation change here, but it's a big chunk of our property, so I'm thinking we're going to have to make something else down here as far as trails go. Our skinny rock garden starts halfway down our property, so we're going to have to figure out a way to link it to a long tech trail that I'm planning off to the right up here. And let's not forget about the OG trail on the channel, Chip or Bail. This is the exact definition of building something without a plan. But I'm pretty optimistic that after hauling some fill to this area, we can make this a pretty spicy dirt jump trail. Along with a bunch of riding and racing that we'll be doing this year, that's a super broad overview of what I'm hoping to accomplish on the channel this season. I'll be counting down the days until the sun comes back and the grass turns green. To get caught up on all of our builds, be sure to check out the Trail Builds playlist on the channel and subscribe to stay up to date. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the ski hill next week. Until then, keep that rubber side down.